I've gone through all the best low requirement money makers in Oldskool Runescape that I've done over the past few years and tested them all again to bring you the current top 3 out there. Just for a bit of fun, I've also hidden a bond somewhere within the video, and the first person to timestamp where it is and the location with the RuneScape name gets it. And number 3 is one that you can do with just 57 thieving. Most players use just 3 Grubby keys when they open the chest in 4th dungeon, but I created a new method with the help of a friend where you can do 14 at a time and it is much more money per hour. The Grubby keys are currently 32,000 GP each and the average reward from the chest is 42,000 GP. You get 2 items from the food roll, 1 from the potion roll and 1 from the main roll, and a small chance of getting an egg sack. As you can see, the vast majority of the time the food and potion roll is going to give you a very low value item. Because of how the chest works, it always puts the main roll, then the potion roll, and finally the food roll in your inventory. Anything that you don't have space for simply drops to the floor. This is where the ground item plugin comes in very handy because it puts everything on the floor into stacks when you tick collapse ground item menu, so it's easier to pick up in a large stack. There are 2 ways into the dungeon. One is to use the Xerix talisman to the Xerix glade and then run west. You will also need a slash weapon if you go this way. But if you have the whole dungeon unlocked, you can teleport to the woodcutting guild and run north, which is slightly quicker, and I'll link the full guide done on this below if you want to see how to unlock the whole dungeon. The chest is in the southwest corner and all you need to do is make sure that you have 4 spaces in your inventory before opening each chest. This ensures the main roll and potion roll always goes into your inventory, and then there is only a 1 in 5 chance that one of the food rolls is a Sarah Brew or Restore, which you need to pick up off the floor. Rarely, if you make a mistake, you may also get a prayer potion on the floor, but all the food you can simply leave there as you make much more money opening more chests than you do from the 3 key method and keeping everything. I did this for 100 keys and it worked out at 660,000 profit in just 12 minutes, which is a very nice 3.2 million GP per hour for a moneymaker that just requires 57 thieving. When I did Grubby keys a few years ago, the price of them went up after I released the video, so this time I bought out just over 5,000 of them and I'll leave my PM on, and the first people to meet me in the GE in my world can buy up to 1,000 of them for 32,500 each, which is the price I paid. Once they're all gone, just so you know, I'll turn my PM off. The next one has only 1 requirement, and that is a decent amount of GP. Each item from the Stonemason and Keldagrim is normally worth more on the GE, but you need to test 1 of each before you do this method, especially just after a video is released. Currently, every item is profitable apart from the condensed gold, which will actually lose you 400,000 GP each one. And whilst limestone bricks are a decent money maker on their own, for this method you want to avoid those due to their low value. All you need to do is to set your shift click buy to purchase 1 item at a time from shops, and then buy 1 of each of the items that are profitable, hot world and repeat. If you don't have that much cash, you can purchase just the cheaper items, but it will mean you make a little bit less per hour. This is a great method, but be very careful you don't buy more than 1 from the shop, or buy when the shop is not fully stocked, as the items will cost more. Also include the 1% tax in your calculations and wait a week or 2 before doing this method in case too many people do it and it drives the GE price down. The profit per item is only small in comparison to the item's value, so you just have to be very careful on this one not to make a mistake, and it is a very good moneymaker. In just 10 minutes I spent 65 million GP on items and they sold for 344,475 GP profit, which is 2.06 million GP per hour. Finally, we have a moneymaker that only requires farming to do, but generally the higher your level the more you will make, but no, it's not herb runs. Trees are some of the best and easiest XP in the whole game, and when you're paying 10, 20, 50 or even 100,000 GP to plant one purely for XP, you really don't mind paying a little bit extra for someone to make the seeds into saplings for you. So I used U-seeds to test how many saplings you can make per hour, which works out to around 1500, so then I can work out the profit of every type of seed in the game afterwards. All you need for this one is some filled plant pots, a trowel, 3 or fruit seeds that you have the level to plant, and 3 watering cans per inventory, or even better if you have the watering can from Tithe Farm. Plant the seeds in pots and water them, and then after a minute or so they will turn into saplings in your bank. In just over 8 minutes I did 200 seeds, and with that, here is the current profit for every type of seed that you can do with this currently. At 81 farming, you can make a very tidy 5.27 million GP per hour, but even at just level 45, maple saplings are 2.1 million GP per hour too. The only issue with this method is it is very click intense, but if that doesn't put you off, it's better money than some raids and end level content. All of the guides for each method are linked below. If there's anything that you're not completely sure of, just check those guides out for more information.